a good time, and it's sure to make you smile. On the bus, in the car, on the AirPods without wires. Rank it up on the worksite, it's the Bad and Liam podcast. Bad and Liam podcast.
G'day there, podcaster.
Yes, and welcome to episode 458. I don't want my house to smell like Pooshy. You'll hear that line at some point in the pod, of course. And we'll be back on the other side of this to have a well-informed chat with you.
Liam, I've been with my wife, Sam, now for 7 years, and yesterday she asked me to do something that I've never done before. She asked me to buy her some tampons.
That's pretty scary stuff.
Have you ever had to do it?
No.
Never had to do it?
I'm not being trusted with that yet.
Yeah. It'll happen
But I mean,
one day.
we're like coming up to 5, so yeah, I've probably got another couple of
Yeah.
years before.
That's the thing, though. You know it's coming at some point. But I had to face it head on yesterday. And I'll be honest with you, I got to Woolies and I was overwhelmed. I was very overwhelmed by the sheer number of options available.
Yep.
I've walked past it before. I've even stopped before when Sam's grabbed some stuff, but I've never actually dove in head first myself.
You temporarily passed out over there. You're in the trolley, she wheels you into another section.
I wanted to get producer Belle on for this chat so we can get some answers this morning because I've got plenty. Good morning, Belle.
Yeah, hello.
So there's more options for sanitary products than there are cereal brands.
There is a lot.
There's so many. So you've got tampons, you've got pads, you've got reusable undies,
Yeah.
you've got a cup.
Yeah.
Liam, let's say you go down the pads option, right? Would you be going with or without wings?
Oh, probably the wings. I think. Yeah. Red Bull gives you wings. No, it's always good. I mean, wings are good.
Well, I don't know what the wings do.
How do you not know what the wings do?
What do the wings do?
They're for grip, so that you wrap them around the outside of like your undies.
So if you don't, so if you don't have the wings, it's just flying
it
around
sticks
everywhere?
on, but like it's just
It
extra
sticks on?
security. Yeah, the bottom of the pad. It doesn't just sit in there.
Is it sticky?
Sticks. Yeah. You peel the thing off the back. That's why they have like Libra have the fun facts.
I thought it just sat there.
So my uncle, right, he had an operation on his bottom.
Yeah.
It's hemorrhoids, essentially. And, this is something that some people go through in life. And the doctor basically said, right, it's all stitched up, but you're going to need to wear a pad, basically. Yeah.
Oh.
So, but he didn't know how they worked. So he put it sticky side on.
Oh no. Oh wait, hang on.
Oh, hang on. So the
Sticky
sticky
towards
side
him.
goes down.
The sticky side sticks under your undies, but he put it straight on the...
On his bum.
And then had to rip it off.
Oh.
Yeah, so the bottom is sticky so that it sticks to your undies and then it doesn't move. Otherwise, it would.
That
move
makes
around.
way more sense.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, okay. You've got day and night.
All right.
Don't know what the difference is there.
Well, so
Is
they're
one like a
different shape.
darker colour?
No, different
Night
shape.
mode.
because
Glow in the
when-
dark.
Now in silk.
No, it's because when you're lying down, obviously your body's in a different position, so
I
it needs to
see.
be shaped
Right, so,
see.
Yeah.
okay, interesting. I can figure this one out. There's regular, light, super.
Yep.
What's sport?
Sport mode. It's like a car. You got eco-friendly mode. You can, knock it over to the sport.
I'll be honest, I haven't used sport.
You're doing it all wrong.
I haven't strapped into the sport, but I imagine it would be more flexible probably.
Okay.
So it's not, 'cause they're quite
Right.
thick, and when you move, you can feel it like,
Look, I understand it's extremely human. 50% of the population has to use these things, but I didn't understand it.
What did
13.
you go with in the end?
I didn't get the regular 16 pack.
Kept it safe.
Yeah, I
Okay.
can't play it real safe.
You didn't know what to do, so you got some Huggies nappies and said, I hope this will do the trick. I didn't know.
13, 24, 10. Give us a buzz. What is something men will just never understand? I'm sure there's more than just sanitary products.
I will never understand women's fascination with Dyson products.
Yep.
I mean, that was a real point of contention in our household for a long time. Sarah wanted the Dyson vacuum, because it sucks like nothing else.
Yeah.
It's a vacuum, right?
Yeah.
And, for like a present one year, I was like, all right, you got me. I'll get you the vacuum. And then now it's, but there's the Dyson Airwrap. There's the...
What's an Airwrap?
Oh, it's better than your normal hairdryer because, it's the Airwrap. And then there's a Dyson straightener, which is portable, so you charge it up and then you can walk around the house and straighten
Wow.
it. Oh, jeez. The list goes on and on. I think the latest one is there's an attachment, a Dyson mop attachment for the vacuum cleaner.
There's a Dyson mop?
Yeah, apparently. But I'm just like, well, we need to pump the brakes on the Dyson, okay? Because they just charge $500 more than anything else.
Lauren joins us. Good morning, Lauren. What is something we will just never understand?
Morning, Brett and Liam. Men will never understand why women always need to go to the bathroom together in groups.
What is the go with that?
What is that?
It's just this thing. We all know to do it, but like mostly we can't be alone. But also it's like kind of to debrief. We all share makeup. We all kind of catch up on gossip privately. We're in the bathroom, especially if we're out doing something.
So will you go into your individual cubicles as well, do what you need to do, and keep talking?
Yeah.
So at work, I walk into the toilet, and if I see someone in the cubicle, I just walk out.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, not the time for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be near anyone.
Yeah, that's a good one though, Lauren. So I've never understood that. I'll be honest.
Yeah, that's a strange one. Tegan, what's something that men are never going to understand?
Makeup.
Yeah.
Yeah, just as a whole. It's like, well, that's the thing. I understand makeup, like the purpose of makeup, but I don't understand.
Oh, who are you wearing it for? Who are you trying to impress? Like no one. Me. Myself.
Yeah, well, that's good then, because my argument with my wife, with Sam, she will always say, I do it to impress you, but you don't need to wear it for me. But then if she's wearing it for herself, I guess, Tegan,
I reckon that's a sweet cover.
That's what we wear it for.
Yeah. Okay. But then you think about all the time you'd save, Tegan, if you didn't have to put it on.
No, it makes me feel good.
Well, that's good. Do you use that, this is like rose oil or something to make you more tanned or something? Or what's that stuff again? What's that stuff?
No, it just makes your skin look really nice.
Yeah, that's
good
stuff.
try.
Is it rosehip oil?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was a new one. I only learned about that one recently. Yeah. Georgia, something that men are never going to understand.
Hey guys, men don't understand why we can't rewear the same outfit twice on a night out.
No, that's an annoying one because that it always does my head in where it's like, if there's like one other person at the thing, like, oh no, we can't wear it again. It's like you're the only one making those rules.
You're holding yourself to those standards.
Literally, I've got like one blazer that I wear to every single person's wedding. I wear it to like any important work thing, and I know you can sort of get away with that. But I'm like, who's actually judging? Like, do you think honestly one of your best friends would walk up to you and go, oh my God, Georgia, you're so gross. You wore that 3 weeks ago.
No, well, I just think that if I get a photo in it, then that's it. That's gone. I sell it, I get rid of it, and then come to buy a new one.
That's crazy though, Georgia. You don't have to do that.
It kills me.
Because think about it. So let's say you had a friend and they wore the same thing 3 times. You wouldn't judge them. I know you wouldn't. So then they're not going to judge you if you do it. It's just it's the infinite cycle.
I'm having these arguments on the reg.
Yeah.
Like we've got a spare room at our house, which is Sarah's wardrobe. She's also got our actual wardrobe that we share, and then at her mum's house, she's also got her old bedroom wardrobe.
She's got 3 wardrobes.
And then she's always like, "I've got nothing." You've got 3 wardrobes.
Whatif.com is all about helping Aussies make the most out of every holiday, and now's the time to unapologetically holiday bigger and better than ever before. Jump online or the What If app and book your getaway today. What If? It's Aussie for travel.
It's 6:10. Hallelujah, it's 6:10.
It's time for the 610 quiz. Jamie in Clearview, what are you doing up so early?
Hi, I'm dropping my husband at work this morning.
All right, bit of an Uber.
Yeah, kind of.
well.
Then the kids.
Have you already dropped him off, or are you dropping him off?
I just hopped out the car now, out the front of his work.
Yeah, right, okay.
I was going to get him to come on. Maybe we could do like a couples edition
Yeah,
of
that would have been fun.
The 610 quiz.
Has he gone into work already, Jamie?
He's right here with me.
Oh, what's his
But
name?
I don't think he wants to get on air.
Oh, okay.
He's like, obviously he's shaking his head, flailing his arms
Yes,
around.
he's shaking his head, his head fiercely.
Feel free to use him as a lifeline if you need it. There is 5 questions. Let's see how many you can get.
Okay, the big Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial is done. With Johnny Depp winning, can you give us your best Captain Jack Sparrow impression?
Captain Jack Sparrow. Army hearties.
That's pretty rough, but at least he committed to it.
Hey, you committed.
Where's the rum gone?
Yeah.
All right. Liam Payne is in hot water after he admitted in an interview that he dislikes Zayn Malik. Which UK TV show did One Direction form on?
The talent show, UK's Got Talent.
No, unfortunately not. It wasn't that one. Although you should sign up for it for your Captain Jack. I'd love to see you up there, Jamie. We're joined now by Michael in Huntfield Heights. Am I right in saying, Michael, you won 10K day in May?
I did, boy.
Oh, how good's that? When did you win?
One on the last day.
Oh,
so 2 days ago.
Wow. What are you spending the money on?
Something boring.
Yeah. Have you? I'm curious, Michael. If you won it 2 days ago, have you got the money yet?
No, apparently next week.
Next
Oh,
week.
bloody
okay.
no. We're always slow on the pay, aren't
It's
they?
always next week.
Yeah,
and next week
yeah.
after that.
Yeah.
Nah, you'll get it.
You definitely get it. Do you know what show One Direction formed on? It's not Britain's Got Talent.
X Factor.
That's the one. On this day in 1953, Queen Elizabeth was crowned. Name one of her children.
Harry.
No.
Ooh.
That would be a grandchild.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. We'll have to move on to Andrea. I'm glad the 10K day in May wasn't a quiz. Andrea, can you name one of the Queen's kids?
Prince Charles.
Yep. Okay, yesterday we announced we're going to be going to Bali in a couple of weeks. How exciting is that? Taking some lucky winners with us. What country is Bali in?
Is it Indonesia?
Yes. Very good.
Very unsure, but you got it.
Last one here, Andrea. There are concerns for Elton John's health after he's been spotted getting around in a wheelchair. Can you finish these famous lyrics?
Benny and the Jets.
Very good. Very good. Good pronunciation on the ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Now you get to choose the next song we play for the winner of the 610 quiz. Do you want to hear my song this morning, John Mayer?
Or Andrea, would you like to hear from the songstress of our generation, Anastasia?
I reckon number 2.
Oh, all right.
Anastasia.
We had Anastasia on the show last year. Remember that?
Oh, we did too, didn't we?
She was on the Masked Singer Australia.
And she was lovely to speak to, wasn't she?
Yeah, she certainly was. Hey, thanks for getting in touch, Andrea.
And you know, my love set me free and let me out this misery. P to the O to the D to the cast.
Ben, you'd know this, but my garage was flooded at the end of last year.
Yeah, I've been following this story pretty closely. I'm excited for an update because, it got flooded.
Yeah.
There's a lot of water damage and needed major repairs.
Still not fixed. So these builders signed a contract for it to do this like about 6 months ago. And look, they're great guys.
Yep.
But there's been minimal communication since they've done one day's work on it.
Right. So,
And
they rocked up, they did a bit of work.
They did a bit of work and then just radio silence.
Yeah.
And it's like not finished. There's no plasterboard in my garage. There's like moldy wood.
Yep.
Look, the fact that it's in the garage, I'm kind of like, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
it's not like it's going to collapse in on us while we're sleeping
Yeah.
at night.
Yeah.
But it's still something you want to get fixed. And
Yep.
it's not a cheap job.
Sorry, just a side question. Did insurance end up covering it?
Insurance covered like half of it.
Okay.
Because they always find a way to weasel out of
Yeah.
it, don't they? These
Yeah.
bloody...
Name them.
yeah.
Which insurance did you use?
No, unless, of course, they are one of our valued clients here at Nova. But yeah, look, so I know things are sort of busy in the industry at the moment, and it's hard to get the products for whatever. I don't know. This is a lot of the stuff I'm being served.
Come on, don't
This
sugarcoat it. Just come fix Liam's wall.
Well, that's it. And look, I'm also saying this because I know they probably could be listening at the moment. I know some of them listen, but my patience is wearing thin because it's getting pretty late in the piece now, isn't it?
Your patience is worn so thin that rather than say something to their face, you're going to talk about it on the radio.
No, well, that's the thing. Yesterday, I snapped and I thought, heck,
Yeah.
I'm going to man up. I'm going to call the builder myself.
Yeah.
Because they've not been getting back to the emails.
Yeah.
I'm going to give him a howler. I'm going to
Well,
give him my
there's your problem.
first howler.
You don't email a builder. They're not
okay.
checking their emails.
Well, I don't know. That's how I do business. So I thought, yeah, heck, I'm going to bloody give this guy a piece of my mind.
Yeah,
Because
good.
it is a bit ridiculous. So I called him. I said, Gary, it's Liam here, mate. What's going on?
Yeah.
There's been no communication.
Yeah.
We got no bloody plasterboard on our
Yeah.
garage. There's mouldy wood in here.
Uh-huh.
I haven't heard a thing from you.
Good.
We paid you for the works. What's going on, mate? I demand a bit of an explanation here.
Yeah.
I'm getting hot and heavy. I'm
Yeah.
thinking I'm killing this.
Yeah.
I'm really like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
I've got him. I've got him backed into a corner. He was just quiet the whole time.
Yeah.
And then he told me at the end that he'd already emailed Sarah all the details the day before, and she just forgot to tell me that.
Oh, so they do use email.
They do use email, and so she just forgot to tell me that, and then I wasted my first howler ever on nothing because turns out, everything's sorted. They just had to get a few materials in, and the job will be finished next week.
It's Ben and Liam.
Liam, yesterday off air, we were running through your weekend, and you revealed what you get up to on most weekends, and it absolutely blew me away. You know what I'm talking about. What do you do?
Well, like as a bit of a treat, sometimes on the weekends, if we're buying ice cream, I said connoisseur ice cream is my favourite ice cream. What I like putting on the top of it is Ice Magic, and you thought that was weird.
That's so weird.
And that kind of shocked me, but I don't know. I don't think it is that weird.
It's so weird to me that you, a grown A man, and your fiance Sarah, so it's a house with two adults, when you go to the shops, are putting, what is it called? Ice Magic.
Ice Magic.
I've had it before as a kid.
You put it on wet and it freezes and goes hard. It's like hard chocolate on top.
We've all had it as kids. I'd forgotten the name of it because I haven't had it for 20 years.
For real.
When you go to the shops as adults doing your food shopping, you reach for the Ice Magic and put that in your trolley. And then when it runs out, you go back to the shops and get more.
It's pretty
and then
much
every weekend when you have ice cream, you smother your ice cream in Ice Magic like a child.
Well, or like an adult that likes Ice Magic. Like,
there are no adults.
Hey. It's not like you get past 18 and you give up the magic, mate.
Yes, it is.
No,
it's exactly that.
Also, doesn't it sort of blow your mind that you can pour it on wet and then it goes hard? Like, what other foods are that much fun?
When I was a child, it blew me away.
It still blows me away every damn time. I'm like, geez, would you look at that? So hard.
There's no difference than putting, like, if you got hundreds and thousands. Like,
I think that is different. Because that's like you use that on fairy bread and stuff.
There's no difference.
I'm not a kid.
I'm
an adult who likes a bit of hard chocolate on top of my ice cream. I must admit, it kind of blew me away, though, because we were sort of like going around the office after going, all right, well, like, is it that weird? And the amount of people were like, oh, do they still make that? Are you serious? Why is it always so stocked up at the shops when I go to any shop? It's there.
Oh, I would understand, right? For me, it's okay if you have children in the house. Like, I'm sure when I grew up, my dad would have had some Ice Magic for sure. But it's because I was having it. But as an adult, the fact that you still buy it is very funny.
It's not like I'm having a little juice box at work.
It is that.
It's not
That's what
that.
it is. It is.
It's
It's
not.
not.
That. So what do you put on your ice cream?
Nothing.
It's boring.
You've got connoisseur ice cream, mate.
boring.
That's filled with chocolate
and
and
why not
swirls and jam.
level it up a little
You
bit
don't need to level it up.
and add the magic touch?
You're putting sugar on sugar.
I know, and it really kicks it into gear. Well, look, maybe I don't know. Maybe it's a bit more childish than I realised. I'd been using it my whole life and never decided to give it up.
I would love to know, are you like Liam? How do you spoil your inner child?
Yeah, maybe you're 48 and you sleep in a race car bed. I don't know. Maybe that's fun for you. How do you spoil your inner child? 13 24 10 is the number. Paige joins us now. How old are you, Paige?
Hey boys, I'm good. I'm 25 and I use white bread with like Miss crisp right in the middle.
Chip Buddy?
Yeah, that crisp with like a lot of butter.
I must admit, I can see where you're coming from, that is like a bit of an inner child thing, but I think I would go there. I would definitely go there.
So, I'm sorry, but how is there a difference between putting chippies in Wonder White bread and Ice Magic?
Because you could argue that that's a meal. It's chips. It's bread.
What?
You can have that
But
for
isn't
our
ice
lunch.
cream dessert?
Exactly.
Yeah, but then he's...
Paige, you're 25. We're the same age. It says 25
No,
below on the
I'm
bottle.
sorry, but
I'm making that up. But do you use Ice Magic?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, you don't.
Absolutely.
You're just saying that. You don't use Ice
Mate,
Magic.
more people use it than you think.
No one else that we've asked has used it.
You know what? I went the other day. I had to get the honeycomb one because the normal flavour was...
There's different flavours?
Yeah, because the normal flavour was all sold out because it's so popular.
How long did it take a month for you to go through a bottle?
A fortnight.
Jeez. Darren, how do you spoil your inner child?
So I'm a 38-year-old chef, and I still buy fruit boxes for myself.
You're a fruit box guy.
Yep, and Ice Magic too.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Okay, good.
So are you doing the fruit box at work or at home?
So that's normally on the drive to work.
Why though? What? Like it's not real juice though. It's just like cordial. Why don't you buy like a Nippy's orange juice or something?
Oh, it's just easier to buy fruit boxes.
Would you agree, Darren? Like, as a chef, Ice Magic's probably one of the most incredible feats we've seen, as far as like a liquid turning into a solid in front of your very eyes. That's hard to do, right?
It's all in the name, Ice Magic.
It is magic.
It's just got such a high fat content that when it hits the cold, it freezes.
I believe it's a Australian invention as well. So obviously that person's done very well. Julia, how old are you?
21.
Do you use Ice Magic?
I think there's a bottle in the cupboard, but I haven't used it for ages.
I mean, why? It's sitting right there. It's so good.
Julia, how are you spoiling your inner child?
Well, I do not have my own children. Obviously, I'm 21, and I watch Bluey on iView sometimes.
For real? You watch Bluey and you don't have kids?
Right.
I'm a nanny, so I do look after kids all the time, but somehow I don't get enough of it there, and then I force my boyfriend to watch it with
I love
me.
that. So you're like driving home going, geez, I wonder what happens to Bluey. I better get that up on iView. I just can't sleep if I don't know.
That bit's done. Here's another one.
We're also joined now by the Love Rap.
Love Rap. There's a Love Rap. Love Rap. There's a Love Rap.
Hello, guys.
G'day, Ratty. How you doing?
Yeah, good.
We got an email here from Kate in Morphettvale. It says, "Hey, Love Rat. I'm so embarrassed to write this email, but I need your help. Obviously not embarrassed enough to leave a name, but I don't think it's anything to be ashamed about." She said, "My ex and I broke up at the start of last year. It's been 18 months, and I haven't had it since. I'm 34 years old, and this is the longest dry spell I've ever had. I've been out with my girlfriends partying, and I could have gone home with guys, but every time I have thought about it, I always change my mind and just head home. Help me, Rat. Should I just bite the bullet and end my dry spell with a total random? Should I wait for my next serious partner? Is there anything to be ashamed of with nearly going 2 years without doing it?"
I don't think it's absolutely not to be ashamed of, and I'm glad that she emailed in the first place. But I think it's kind of like once you go through a breakup and you are in that reset stage, you have your time to repair. Some people deal with it differently. Some people dive right in the deep end and go, I need to forget this person, so they have rebound after rebound after rebound. But there's also the other way of, you know what, I just need some time to myself. I just need to recover from this breakup and this relationship. She hasn't said how long they were together. So, if it was a long relationship and you just need that time to kind of be by yourself, but getting back into it, it's like losing your virginity all over again, It's like, all right, it's been this long. Do I know what I'm doing? You might be a bit worried. It might be all, new from what you were experiencing with your ex. So, good on her for reaching out. I don't think she should jump into it. I don't think you should ever just rush into it and go, I'll just get it over and done with, unless you want to. But she's trying. She's going out. She's getting out there, which is good, and just inching that bit closer every time.
Well, it's also the longer it goes on, the harder it's going to be, isn't it?
It's like if you're blowing up a balloon, just more and more air until pop.
True.
What pops?
I don't know.
I didn't understand that analogy.
No, it's just more and more pressure.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
No, it's building up is what I'm trying to say. I didn't really think of the popping part, but definitely the balloon part of the analogy worked, I think. Like more and more pressure.
Yeah. I mean, look, I'm going to ask you guys, and I'm curious to know, would you like to weigh in? Have you ever had a dry spell?
Well, I'm married now. I've been with Sam for 7 years.
So it's been 7 years for Ben. But
they say after the wedding. Oh.
No, I don't think I ever have got to a stressful point where you kind of like counting it. Like, mate, of course I had some dry spells for sure, but I don't think it was ever to the point of, gee, it's been this specifically this long, marking it down. You know what I mean?
Ladies' man.
Yeah, no, that's not what I'm saying.
Well, Ben, you did touch on it there. With marriages, I think there is that cliche of, you get married and then...
that's it. You could be having... you could be in a very loving relationship with kids, and you could be having a dry spell as well.
Why don't we do longest dry spell? You might be in the dry spell right now. Maybe you're through the dry spell. we can all share
Maybe you have
this
some
morning.
advice to get back into it in a way that's not super scary.
Yep, 13, 24, 10. Adelaide's longest dry spells is what we're talking this morning. 13, 24, 10 is the number. Lauren, morning, how you doing?
Good morning, Ben, Liam and Belle. How are you today?
Very good, thank you. How long was the dry spell?
It was only about 8 months. It was after the birth of my first daughter, and after giving birth, you're supposed to wait a little while, about 6 to 8 weeks for recovery, and I had a bit of tearing, so I was just really, really scared about doing it the first time, and with a newborn, time kind of just got away from us a little bit as well, which kind of made it a little bit easier, and my husband, bless him, was really great about it, but it was actually just really difficult to take that first step. You know, you're worried about it after it being so long and maybe a bit painful and things like that. So, yeah, it was really hard.
I'm not a mum. I haven't given birth before, but I think 6 to 8 weeks to me sounds quick after giving birth.
Yeah,
I would be
for
already
sure.
scared to. I'd probably, I don't know how long I'd wait. But, yeah, especially if you've been injured down there from childbirth and, gosh, you wouldn't want to push it.
Do you mind me asking, Lauren? I mean, you said that 8-month point. Like, what sort of set it off? Like, what made you get over it and go, all right, we're on here?
Was it like a romantic day?
Did he just
or
light a couple of candles?
Did you run your bath?
I think it was honestly just the mood kind of struck, and we thought, you know what, let's just give it a go.
Yeah. Okay.
See how you go.
Yeah.
And was it all right? It was all okay?
It was, I actually hyped it up a lot in my mind, and it all worked out absolutely wonderful.
Great.
Rock and roll. Yeah, I think 8 months prior, I think it would have been a lot more painful.
Yeah.
I think you're all in the clear there. Ross has also given us a buzz. We're talking longest dry spells this morning, Ross. How long was it?
We're looking at about a year now, mate.
Currently in the dry spell, right? And so
I am in the middle of the dry spell.
Right. Oh, you say middle? You think it's going to be another year?
Oh, look, I hope not. I might have to. You know what I mean?
Oh, I do know what you mean, Ross. Yeah, I do.
Ross, are you in a relationship or are you single?
In a relationship, 2 kids. Didn't happen with the first one, but second one came along and nothing.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe it's a similar situation to Lauren before, but also, I mean, 2 kids now, you're juggling, like, that's also a lot happening around the house. Well, good luck.
Oh, yeah, but there's still, like, it's about 5 minutes here and there. It was plenty of time, you know what I'm saying?
That's it. We got one from Rachel. How long's it been, Rach?
About 7 years.
7 years. So
I'm like a
in it
born-again person now.
Yeah, so you're in it at the moment as we speak?
Yeah.
And Rachel, is this after a breakup or are you in a relationship?
No, it's after a divorce.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I mean, that makes sense that it would, maybe take some time.
Yeah.
Are you sort of keen to...
I just have to find myself again and, I don't know. I was hurt back when I was married and stuff and, yeah.
Okay, so are you doing this more, Rachel? Are you actually taking the time and not seeking it?
Yep, absolutely.
Has there been situations where it could have happened and you've had to go, not for me right now?
No, not really.
Okay.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, that's there's no worries if you're in no
I'm
rush.
being honest, so there you go.
Oh,
for
absolutely.
sure.
No,
For
thank you
sure.
so much.
Yeah.
Appreciate you calling up. Do you think, is it one day it's just gonna click and you're gonna go, yeah, now it's time. We're back. We're on.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Oh, well, good luck, Rachel. Good luck with it. Doing a bit of a eat, pray, love kind of thing, Oh, sweet. Thanks for the call.
What is Eat, Pray, Love? Is that like eat food, pray,
my gosh,
and
Ben,
love?
It was a very famous book, and then it was turned into a movie.
Yeah.
So it's all about this woman who goes and just finds herself. She goes to India and she travels around by herself and just kind of resets her life. And she eats, she prays, and she loves.
I'm not going to be watching that or reading that
Wouldn't
book.
expect you to.
Here's another bit of curry.
We are joined now by our producer, Belle.
What's trending?
Trending all over the internet. Twitter.
Instagram.
Welcome to Facebook.
Hey guys, well, in case you have missed it, Post Malone is going to be a dad.
You probably think that you are better now.
Daddy Malone.
Did you get a face tat to celebrate?
He probably will.
He's got so many of those now. I saw a
many.
photo of him this morning. I'm like, what? Is that like down to his like chin now?
Yeah.
Well, he does. He is expecting with his girlfriend, who he has kept a secret for a fair while now, but they are expecting, and he has just said in an interview that he is, quote, pumped and can't wait to be a hot dad.
Don't you have to be a hot human first to be a hot dad?
100%.
I think he's attractive. I think he's
You
good
think?
looking.
Is chubby ex-bikies your type? Is that what you're into?
He's just he doesn't take himself too seriously.
Look, I do like his personality for sure.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. But
Look, if I saw him walking down the street,
I don't think he's easy on the eyes.
No, but he has a nice voice, and
You're
whatever.
not sticking around long enough to hear his vocals if he's walking past you at the train station.
All right, well, let's talk Star Wars.
That would be music to my ears normally, Belle, but obviously it's for a bit more of a serious reason this morning.
It is. So, as you guys know, absolutely, on Friday, the Obi-Wan Kenobi series was released on Disney+. And Ewan McGregor, who does star as Obi-Wan, he has addressed online, there has been some racist comments and DMs sent to the other main character, Moses Ingram. She's... I don't know, you guys can correct me, but she does play the other main character.
Yeah, she's pretty big in the series.
And a lot of people have basically just been messaging her saying that she is a diversity hire and that she doesn't have a long career ahead of her.
They were
Horrible
just
things.
horribly racist messages.
Absolutely. So, Ewan McGregor, as I said, he's obviously a legend in the series. He has addressed them and really put the fans in their place.
Moses is a brilliant actor. She's a brilliant woman. And she's absolutely amazing in this series. I just want to say, as the leading actor in the series, as the executive producer on the series, that we stand with Moses. We love Moses. And if you're sending her bullying messages, you're no Star Wars fan in my mind.
Yeah, well put. So horrible she has to put up with that crap. And I tell you what, Ep 3 dropped last night. Ben hasn't seen it yet, but you see things that you've been waiting to see for a long time.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Things I've always wanted to see.
Oh, yeah. No, it's just getting better and better, that one.
And finally, if you're looking for a nice new candle to put in your home and freshen up the smell, maybe you can look into investing into Gwyneth Paltrow and Kourtney Kardashian's new candle, This Smells Like My Pooshy.
Your what?
This smells like my Pooshy.
I'm sorry, but
Pooshy,
I'm sick
as
of
they
it.
wanna
Like,
say it.
I don't care who you are, but no one's bit smells like a rain-drenched garden bed filled with aquatic lilies. You know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely. Well, this is the thing. So if you're unaware, Gwyneth Paltrow, she famously runs her company Goop, and she has now teamed up with Kourtney Kardashian with her company Poosh. People thought that there was a rivalry because they were both doing the same thing. They've now teamed up for the This Smells Like My Pooshy, which apparently does smell of black gardenia, geraniums, green pepper, berries, honeysuckle, and oak moss.
yeah, you've got a high opinion of yourself if you think that's what it smells like in your pants.
It just doesn't.
Who wants their house to smell like Pooshy?
Well, that's the thing. If you walk in and go, this is lovely. Yes, this is
Right, yeah. Well, this is actually probably a good time to announce Ben and myself's new candle line, Peenish.
I do not want to.
And that's the end of the Ben and Liam podcast. Not much to say at the end of this one, I must admit. Yeah.
One thing I would say is off air this morning we were just talking about potential Forbidden Folder topics for next week.
Yeah.
And we've got a good one for you. So this is kind of like a reward for the podcast listener because we'll reveal it now ahead of time.
Yeah.
We're thinking, unless the boss genuinely puts his foot down, doesn't let us do it, we want to do what's a conspiracy theory that you believe.
Yeah, you're not really supposed to give a lot of air to conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
It's sort of like if you're publicising them, then you're sort of can be a part of the problem, I suppose.
I'm intrigued, though, to see what... Because people are allowed to believe what they want to believe. So I'm intrigued to see what we get.
Slide into the Ben and Liam DMs if you've got a conspiracy theory that you wholeheartedly believe in.
Yeah.
And, we'll maybe have a chat to you next week.
The reason...
Geez, you're really tapping through your nut jar there, mate.
Yeah, mate.
Didn't you refill that yesterday?
I sure did. I sure
you
did.
Eat so many nuts, man.
The reason we had that conspiracy theory one, I want to give it a shout out because on TikTok we got tagged in a video by Karara3. She tagged us in a video of what's a conspiracy theory you believe in, and someone within that video says the Queen's a lizard.
Very good, very good.
Yeah.
Well, that is one we wholeheartedly believe in, of
100%.
course. Just because she's lived for so long, and if you see her in the right lighting, you can see scales there.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. For me, the green skin's a dead giveaway.
And there was those released photos of the royal bedroom with the heat lamp above the bed.
Yeah. And there's that video like at the feasting table.
Yes.
And everyone's eating chicken.
Yeah.
And then she's got a big bowl of crickets.
And I don't know if you've seen it. It's like sort of like sort of secret leaked footage, but the Queen gets spooked at one point. There's like a loud noise, and then she just runs up a wall.
Yeah, and then Prince Charles
Yeah.
grabs her by the reptilian tail,
Mm.
and that's kind of normal, but then the tail falls off.
Yeah, and then Jessica goes another one.
Yeah,
So,
so that's a bit of a giveaway.
I don't know, just putting all those pieces together,
Yeah.
I'm like, pretty sure she's a lizard. So, I don't know.
See ya.
Ben and Liam is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.